Welcome to Fight Club 24/7. My name's Johnny Rashman. Right, let's get straight into it. Tyson Fury has posted a video this morning demanding that there was no rematch clause in the undisputed title fight with Usyk. Right, let's discuss. It should be commended not to have a rematch clause. I've never agreed with them. I think it's a nonsense in boxing. It shouldn't be allowed to happen where champions now demand rematch clauses because it holds a division up. There's no need for it. Fights, win or lose, if there's enough traction in the fight and if it's exciting, people will call for a rematch, right? But there's no need for a rematch clause in every world title fight, undisputed fight. I know it's become the norm, but it's a nonsense. Look at Haney and Kambosos. No one wanted to see that second fight. There was a convincing winner in the first fight. We didn't need a rematch, right? So I commend what he's doing, Tyson Fury. I do. However, is he just saying this because he knows that's not going to happen? He knows his promotional team isn't going to accept that, right? Is he looking for a way out this fight? Because for me, as I always say, I'm a massive Tyson Fury fan. I've always supported him, but I've always maintained that he's never really fancied this Usyk fight. He's not scared. He's not scared of anyone. But he knows that Usyk causes him major problems. That's it. He knows that. Tyson's a boxing man. He's not stupid. And to come up with this now in the 11th hour to say about a rematch clause, because let's get it straight. This is pretty standard in boxing. Rematch clauses, whether there is one or not. This would have been talked about many months ago. Why bring it up now? Surely this was a sticking point. They've either agreed to it or not months ago. Then we've got to the splits. Now the goalposts have changed again, right? Tyson Fury knows his promoter is not going to accept him having this fight without a rematch clause. Why would they? It leaves them tremendously exposed if they lose, right? If Tyson was to lose the fight, he's got a guaranteed shot at the undisputed heavyweight championship belt. Why wouldn't you want that? Do you know what I mean? He knows Frank Warren isn't going to accept that, right? So you might as well just say the fight ain't happening because there's no way this fight is happening without a rematch clause for Tyson Fury, right? It's just not going to happen. If it does, I'll hold my hand up. I'll say I'm wrong. I hope I am. But his promotional team is not going to agree to that. It's not going to happen. So it's very simple, right? Yes, we can say we don't want rematch clauses in the game and well done, Tyson. But is he doing it for that? Or is he doing it just to throw another obstacle in the way? Because let's get it right. When's this fight meant to be? April 29th? We're in middle of March? 6 weeks to go? We really think this is going to happen next month? I don't see it. I don't see it. I think Tyson just wants to fight Francis Ngannou and then go from there. That's what I think. Because the whole body language and the whole... That the way he's coming out with different obstacles, it just leads you to think that you don't really want the fight. And what can you do? The promoters can't do much. The teams can't do much. The fighters can't do much. If a fighter doesn't want a fight, there's many ways they can get out of it. They can come up with ludicrous demands. An injury can appear. There's ways to get out of a fight. And to come up with this now, you know, when they've agreed the split, Tyson said 70-30. Did he think Usyk would accept that? Probably not. He called his bluff, Usyk. He accepted it. And I think what we have to look at is Usyk is in a position where it's not just about him anymore. It's about his country. His country is literally in war, right? So his 30% against Tyson Fury is infinitely more than any other fight out there, apart from a Wilder and AJ fight, right? You know, 30% from a Tyson Fury fight is more than 90% in a Daniel Dubois fight. Do you know what I mean? So Usyk has to swallow his pride a bit and he has to take it. And it's not nice to see because he should be respected. He's got 3 belts. He's an undefeated champion, right? He should be respected. And to see him having to force to take this split, and he's taken it, and now there's another thing, not a rematch clause. I'm sure Usyk isn't bothered about the rematch clause. It'll be the teams. Right, so for me, that Tyson is saying this, it's a declaration of war, I think, with his promotional team because he knows they ain't going to accept it. They're not going to accept him having an incredibly dangerous fight and then him losing, and then where does he go from there? Do you know what I mean? Where if the rematch clause is set in stone, it's a guaranteed shot at undisputed, right? So we ain't gonna. I don't see how this fight happens without a rematch clause. It should do, but for me, Tyson is just putting obstacle after obstacle after obstacle in this, and it's really not a good look for Tyson. It's really not. As I say, I've always been a fan of his, but what can we say? I mean, you know, diehard fans like me have to come out and call this for what it is. Just sign the contract and fight. I don't understand the issue. Sign it and fight. Or if you don't. But to come up with all these demands, it's really not good to see. Not good for boxing. And again, when you're putting stuff on social media, it always leads me to believe the fight ain't happening. Because this kind of thing should be discussed away from the camera. Why put a post up on social media? Why? I'll tell you why, because you know it's going to cause engagement. People are going to have their views, and it's just muddying the waters. Really, there was no need for Tyson to post that video today. He could have done it behind the scenes, right? He could have called Frank up and sorted it out. Why post that video? And when we see negotiations play out on social media, it generally doesn't go well. So I fear this fight happens. Very frustrating. Let me know what you think. Is Tyson Fury looking for a way out of this fight? Is he right not to ask for a rematch clause? Let me know your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know.